Hi, I'm Bert James, and this is the very first episode of my new show called Bert is Your Guide, with me, Bert. So I'm gonna be your one-stop click for everything you need. News, celebrity gossip, culture, world events, and food. Oh, the food. Recipes, cooking techniques and demonstrations. We're gonna go interview some of New York City's top chefs, and they're gonna show us how to roll out pizza dough and sear scallops and make roti canai. And we're also gonna have TV and film reviews and Broadway and restaurant reviews, and it is going to be awesome. So I thought for the very first show, a good way to start would be a little mini tour of my garden here in Bushwick, Brooklyn, because we will be a fairly food-centric show, other things, but we all eat, and I'm so damn good at it that I thought a little tour of the garden, because I grow a lot of my own fruits and vegetables and flowers and herbs and all sorts of things. So first thing every morning is when we come out, I spin. And I spin and I spin and spin. And I do this for a few reasons. One, it makes me feel fancy, and two, it gives me a little buzz. And I don't really drink that much anymore, and it's a little too early for a joint. So this is the compromise, and I get to feel fancy and a little dizzy. Okay, so we're walking. So I'm going to kind of walk backwards, which I don't really walk backwards in my garden. So if I trip, it would be funny, but hopefully we won't trip. Okay, so one of the first things I want to show you behind me and above me is one of my favorite roses, and I have to say one of, because if the other roses hear that, they get a little bitchy, and I mean like Oprah needs some bread level of bitchy, you know what I mean? Okay, so this one, it's called the New Dawn. I call it the Delta Dawn because that's my favorite Bette Midler song. Oh, we're gonna be doing at least one episode, at least a month, dedicated to Bette Midler. Okay, so we're walking, we're moving. I want to take you over to the produce section of the garden. Behind me, and again above me, you can see my Concord grapes. Now, my garden is not as lush as it would normally be. This time of year, we had a few late deep freezes, and I lost quite a bit of the garden, and it was very upsetting. But I'm okay. I'm good. I got there. I had to refill the Xanax prescription early, but we're there. We're okay. So, and over there, you can see little boysenberries, blackberries I have growing up here. Make a little canopy. Asian pear, cherry tree, basil, oregano, just all sorts of cool stuff. And I just saw in the corner of my eye a little bit of dog poo. My right-hand man and my little buddy, my puppet dog, Mr. Vernon. I guess I missed some poo this morning, but that's life, you know? And sometimes in life, it's shit, and sometimes it's literal. So, okay, I think that's actually a good little segue to tell you about me. So, I'm originally from Alabama. I've been in the city 20 years, and I moved here because I'm originally from Alabama. And for the past 15 years, I have been a culinary tour guide. What's a culinary tour guide? I'm so glad you asked. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so I basically take people around to little mom and pop shops, and I show them the little hidden jewels of the city, and I basically show you all those places that you never knew about, but now that you now know that you always needed to know, you know? Those places, those are the ones I show you. And the New York Times called me one of the best tour guides in New York City, not to toot my own horn, but toot toot. And I've also been featured in the Daily News and the Huffington Post, and I could go on, and I will, MSN and AOL and Yahoo and People Magazine, and they basically said all the things that my mother has been saying for all these years, but not that thing about me being daddy's little disappointment, all the nice things. So I'm Bert James, and I am your guide, and this has been the first episode of my new show, Bert is Your Guide. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, remember, I am why birds suddenly appear.